All of us has a personal brand. Because if you don't manage your own brand, someone else will do it for you. Through this thing, or what we call perception. Now, why is branding, personal branding, so important? Before I go into my keynote, I want to share to you 3 reasons why you should look at personal branding. The first reason is your profile is being viewed most of the time by the headhunters, whether you knew it or not. Because I married a headhunter for 20 years. Let me tell you what they're thinking. How many of you actually work for a company? You're not your own boss. You actually work for someone. Okay. So in the human capital world, there is this thing called the active job seeker and a passive job seeker. Okay? So have you ever wondered why when you're happy with your work, you're fully engaged, you are very motivated at work, the headhunter keep calling you for appointment, keep calling you for opportunities, keep calling you, do you want to move over here? It is really great, and I know you really love working for this company, but do consider moving. All right? Now, have you ever wondered why when you really want to look for a greener pastures, when you want to move, headhunters stop calling you? Let me tell you one inner secret. Headhunters believe this, that if you are happy with your job, you have all the positive vibes. If I can still make you move from one place to another, you are going to bring in a lot of positive energy from what you are doing to this company. And you will bring in massive value just by moving across, because I am now getting someone who is very positive, getting the right energy to the new company. That is why when you are happy at work, you are known as a passive job seeker, and headhunter really love to talk to you. But when you're sick of your job and you're cursing your boss every day through Twitter, when you want to look for a job actively, no one bothers to talk to you because you are now considered as a negative energy time bomb. Okay, you are so unhappy with this job that when you move to another job, you're going to bring in a lot of negative energy to the new company. So that is what headhunter believe. Number 2, it is important. Branding has been around for centuries. Cultures brand themselves. We have the European culture, the arts, the Renaissance, the beautiful period. That is why when you visit Italy, you actually see different cultures. You go to China, you see Middle Kingdom. Cultures has been around for a long time, and that is a brand for an era. 200 years ago, countries go into branding by going to war with each other, right? So today we have Commonwealth, we have a lot of different factions, and today we celebrate Commonwealth. Once upon a time, we were all a settlement under the UK. Today we're still celebrating that brand. We have Commonwealth Games, all right? So there's nothing new to branding. After World War II, companies joined in the branding race. So companies want to brand as someone who is a choice employer. We have work-life integration. Oh, by the way, please do not brand your company. Please tell your HR, do not brand a company as a work-life balance organization. Because no one searches for work-life balance when they look for a new job. That's the wrong SEO. Your HR may not understand it. Now, what is the last frontier of branding? It's really personal branding. Because we need to be different compared to someone else who is doing the same thing. Because competition going forward will be very intense. So I have many things I want to share to you. I want to share to you 10 things, but I want to start off with something, with an exercise. Just now, Ashley did a very wonderful exercise. We talk about data, right? Now I want you to access your own data, okay? So I'm going to skip all this because you can actually find me online. I'm going to go to... Okay, so personal branding is really uniqueness, make visible. You are good in what you do, but you're not very good in telling others how good you are doing. There's a difference. We are all very good in what we do, but we are not very good in telling people how good we are doing what we are doing. So it's really about uniqueness. A lot of people are unique, but they are not visible. It's such a shame. Sometimes we go to another extreme. We are so visible, But when people look at you, they can't find any uniqueness about you. So we need to have a balance. That balance is what I call substance and form. Most of the personal branding topics today, they focus on the form. How you should behave online. How you should write your profile on LinkedIn. That is only one half of the story. The other half of the story is really letting people know your substance. What is your uniqueness? What is your personal mission, vision, core values in life? Because today, when someone hires you, they are not hiring what you can do. They are hiring a person that can fit into the culture of the new company. And that's very important. So, form is what is visible. One look, I can tell, all right, where to find you. Substance is what people have to discover. So I say that again. Form is visible. So visible, people has a no-brainer. They know where to find you. But substance is what people have to discover by interacting with you. We are all marketers. We need to be visible online. You know, it's such a shame that a lot of marketers do so many things. When they come to their profile, they're almost invisible. It is such a shame when I know of a marketer who had 10 years, but I cannot find a profile. And then he discovered he actually hid his profile. Only he can see his own profile. No one else can see his profile. What a shame, and he didn't even know about it. Okay? So if you do the wrong brand, you end up like Titanic. You will hit the iceberg. All right? So I want you to do something. I want you to know your social selling index. Even if you are not doing sales, you have a social selling index. Can I now invite you, if you're on LinkedIn, please do something. Use your browser and key in linkedin.com/sales/SSI. Very simple, linkedin.com/sales/SSI. You will see something like this. I now want you to take a minute to go and assess it and tell me what is your number. Yes, SSI. You just put down /sales/SSI. This is what I call a social selling index. Now, what actually shared to you just now is other people's data, right? You want to access other people's data, you take 24 hours to download. Now it's instant. You can see, only you can see this. And I want you to look at this carefully. This is what LinkedIn thinks about you. This is what LinkedIn perceive you. All right? So, do you want me to deconstruct what you are looking at? Okay, so I'm going to share to you this. There are 4 things that LinkedIn look at. This is their way of gamify. They want you to be encouraged to come back over and over again. So, the first bar is your professional brand. This means that if it is not 25%, it means that you are not an all-star. It means that there are a lot of empty slots on your LinkedIn fields that you have yet to provide. You have to key every single one, all right, with the right keywords. This is what the first bar means. Okay, you got it? Second, can you see the purple bar? Finding the right people. Now, LinkedIn has a way to assess your connections. Everyone's connection, they are assessing your connections. They are assessing, can these people add value to your career? Can these people add value to your career? If you are only adding your colleagues, your boss, your customers, you might be missing out here because you need to connect with prospects that yet to be your customer. Okay? So, this is about finding the right people. They have a metrics for it. 3, can you see the red bar? This is about sharing updates on LinkedIn as often as you do on Facebook. So today, please do yourself a favor. Start moving the bar by posting an update on LinkedIn about this conference with the right hashtag. It will help you a lot. Because if you don't share, you are not contributing to your community. And LinkedIn will give you 0 or 1 or 2 score. Okay? Next one, the last one, very, very important. Can you see the 4th bar, which is building relationship? You know what this thing means? Do you know what this thing means? It means that when someone wishes you happy birthday, thanks, congratulations to your promotion, or sends you a private message, do you take 1 year to reply? Do you know a lot of CEOs never read their LinkedIn messages? Because it's meant by their PA. And their PA do not know what to do, they don't respond to you. The problem is we need to do all this on our LinkedIn profile so that we become more visible. So LinkedIn says if you are below 50, you are almost invisible. Okay? Now you scroll down. Okay. Before you scroll down, can you even see these top two things? Can you see this top? Now, this number should be as huge as you can. The bigger, the better. But the top one, the smaller, the better. The top industry SSI rank, it means that whatever destination you have key in, listen, whatever destination you have key in, LinkedIn will assess the entire location with similar destination. Where do you rank? If it is top 1% and your size is 5 million people, it's actually top 500,000, sorry, top 50,000. So depending, Houston is a big place, right? What's the population of Texas? Texas. Not Houston, sorry. 16 million. So top 1% of 16 million is 160,000. Okay? So it's not a lot, so it's not that great. But it's still good to see the top 1% here. I'm not going to ask you what percentage you are. Go and find out. This one, comparing your own network, all your connections. The smaller the better. Top 1% means, that means you are the best person in the room. Go and find another room. You are the best person in all your network. So this is not an ego trip. This is actually what LinkedIn feels about you. If you scroll down to the end, you will see SSI score of your average connections. Make sure that your number here is bigger than the average. Okay? So today, my presentation, I have left 35 minutes more. I'm going to share to you 10 things you can do to your LinkedIn to increase the first bar. I guarantee you, this is a personal guarantee. If it doesn't happen, please message. You can actually give me a scolding. I'm going to tell you 10 things that you can do for your LinkedIn. Even though you think your LinkedIn has very good info, there's a lot of room for improvement. Okay? So I'm going to share to you a few things that you can do to increase this. Number one, please have a decent and recent picture of yourself. When I was managing my dating agency, a lot of people sent me a photo, and when they arrive at my office for interview, I cannot recognize them because they were using a photo they've been using for 15 years. Right? Please, you do not need to wear a tie and a suit all the time like an insurance agent. Lisa, where are you? Okay, yeah, insurance. Okay, but you need to have the right energy. This is the first thing that people see. Remember, it's a form. You need to be presentable. You need the right energy. You know what is professional? It means that I must look at you and see both eyes. Some people like to pose this way. Only one eye. It's okay if you're in the creative line. You're an actor, you're a hairstylist, and you want to cover half of your face. I think it's fine. But other than that, I must see both of your eyes. It must have energy. All right, so number one, this is it. Number two, just below your name, there is this thing called a headline. A headline is a tagline for your brand. It is not what you do, it's who you are and what value you are giving to what you are doing. You got to think about this. You have to rewrite this. If not, LinkedIn will truncate this and put your job description here. You are more than what you do. You have a value that you are giving to the world. This is your tagline. You got to think about it. All the great brands in the world has good tagline. We have Malaysia Air. The biggest budget airline in Asia is called Air Asia. You know what's their tagline? Now everyone can fly. It's powerful. The keyword is now. Remember Clover yesterday? He talked about storytelling. 5 keywords about the story. Now you are the story. What are 5 keywords that we can find, that you can find, that you can write it down here? Are you someone who make complex concepts simple to understand? Are you a solution provider? Are you a rainmaker? Are you a troublemaker? The last one is a joke, okay? Very few people are awake now, okay? So, number 2, please make sure you have a great tagline. Number 3, kindly update your URL. I think probably now it's in numbers. Make it to something unique so that you don't look like a novice. Once people look at your name, they know that without the numbers, you know what you're doing on LinkedIn. You can put this on your WhatsApp. You can put this on your Gmail signature. All right? I doubt you can put it under your company signature because you have to check with governance. Sorry, compliance. Okay? So you must let people know how to find you on LinkedIn. I know you hate LinkedIn. A lot of you don't use it. But I can tell you, you need to use it because Microsoft owns LinkedIn. In future, LinkedIn may be part of the OS. And LinkedIn owns SlideShare. Number 4. Oh, I love this. This is where the storytelling is. Summary is so important. It is the first thing anyone will see. How do you write a good summary? This is like your CV cover letter. A lot of people do not know how to write a good cover letter. I'm going to give you a structure, okay? The structure is simple. 150 words from top to bottom, 1 minute read, 1 minute only, 150, divide into 3 parts. First part, do not tell people what you do, share with people who you are. What is your mission? What is your core value? How you perceive work in the first place. This is a place that you tell people about you. It's your story. 99% of the time when I read someone's CV on LinkedIn, I am a senior regional marketing manager. Okay, working for so-and-so in the last 10 years. People always start with what they do. Today, change the narrative. Start with talking about you. 50 words, 1 section. Number 2, this is important. Must listen. Tell people what is your role right now, how are you doing it, who are you serving, and the future role that you'd like to get your hands on. Remember, it's your current role and the future role because the headhunter is reading it. The headhunter, when they read it, sometimes if you are single and available and you do not mind traveling more, you are okay for a regional role, please write it down here so that people can know, can actually tell that you are open to travel. Okay? The last paragraph, the last one, last 50 words, it's about why should I hire you? Why should I work with you? What is the X factor you can bring to the table? Is it because you spent 5 years in China? Is it because you can speak 4 languages? Is it because you have been in 5 industries in the last 20 years? You know diverse experience from many different industries and your value is increased because you have a sorted experience. Anything that's special about you, this is the place that you tell people your story. So please do not write your profile like a Tinder profile. This is the closing moment. Okay? This is where people want to date you professionally, wants to connect with you. All right? This is a summary. So it may change the perception of your summary. Please go back and do it. And do it tonight. Because after tonight, the next morning when you go back to work, I guarantee you, you will not have the mood and energy to do that anymore. Okay? Number 5. Today, social portfolio is the word. It's no longer just a CV. It means to say, can I find on the internet what you said you have done before? So if you have done a new training, can I see the deck here? If you have opened up a new factory in a new state, where is the picture for groundbreaking ceremony? If you have done a TBC ad, where is the YouTube video? This is what I'm talking about. There must be social proof of your portfolio. That's why I say we are all very good in what we do. We are not very good in telling people what I've done before. Don't update this after 20 years. You cannot remember anything. And please do not update one shot by tonight. because your boss is going to know that you're looking for a job. I'm serious. I'm serious. Do you know your boss looking at your profile? Yeah. I have a friend. She called me. She says, I told you not to teach my staff to increase their LinkedIn SSI. I said, why are you so angry? I found that my staff lie about her experience on the LinkedIn profile. I say, why? Why do you come to that kind of conclusion? I found out that my staff, the one that reports to her, my staff used my job description into her job description. You know what that means? The staff thinks that she's doing her job. So she copied all the manager's job description and put it under her job description. That's why I tell you. So I tell her, don't be so angry. Maybe she's telling the truth. You got to check yourself, right? Yeah? Yeah, check yourself. Sorry. I mean, self-reflection, all right? That is how we say in Singapore. So it's about self-reflection. It's about, hey, this is what I have done. I just want to show you some proof that you can check. It must be a link. Please do not trust the company website where you have a picture of you, because when they revamp the site, it may not be there and the link is broken. So if I were you today, if there's a video, I will set up my own video channel and I upload one set there. You've got to have your own. Put it on Google+, put it on somewhere that you can check. Okay? You can have a permanent reference that you have no problem. You can go to sleep every night thinking that the link will never be broken. Next one. Oh, I love this one. This is about skill sets. Skill sets are things that you can do very well with your hands and your mind, better than any others. Please be specific. That's the rule of thumb. You've got to be specific. Don't just say marketing. What kind of marketing are you doing? What kind of skill sets that you're already doing? Please be specific. Don't just say writing. Is it creative writing? Technical writing? Will writing? What kind of writing are you talking about? You've got to put it here. Okay? Don't just say video production. All right? Maybe you can tell storyboarding, post-video production. Okay? Thematic event management. Don't just say events management. Don't just say organization development. You have to be very, very specific. What kind of skills are you talking about? Because LinkedIn put the top 10 skills on top here and the next 15 below. So your job is to make sure that you have top 3 skills having more than 99 endorsements. If you do not have regular endorsements, it means to say no one is looking at your profile. That's basically it. Experience. How many of you have this, and you have company, you have start date, end date, and then there's there's a dialog box, and you key in everything that you've been doing, your job description. How many of you are already doing that? Yeah, already doing that, right? Okay. Can I ask you something? Today, please remove everything. Delete everything. Delete everything. Delete all your job description and key in 2 things. What did you achieve while you were there? Because the world do not reward doer. The world only reward achiever. You remember, who is reading this? The headhunter. No one bothers what you do because your job description is similar to another marketer. This is an achievement statement. So an achievement statement may sound like this. I increase click-through rate from 0.5% to 2% over 9 months. That is an achievement statement. Okay? It's always from to over a period of when. Or I grow my team from 5 to 15 in 6 months. Okay? And I have installed a SOP that is being used until today, even though it has been implemented 5 years ago. So you got to learn how to write your own story. I'm coming to the end. Connections. You know why I asked all of you to add each other? Because today, I agree, Ashley, name card is so yesterday. No wonder when I give a name card, people are not interested in my name card. They just want to know where I can find you on LinkedIn. So I want you to have this habit. Whenever you got a new name card these days, please find them on LinkedIn, and after that, throw away the name card. I will give you my name card. After you found me, please throw away my name card. It is solely for you to throw away after you have added me on LinkedIn. Okay? I'd like you to do this simple exercise. Are you on LinkedIn right now? Are you on LinkedIn? Can you go to the search function? The search family, search people. Okay, I don't have the slide here. Oh, here, okay, good. So go and search people. There are different filters, right? This is so amazing and it is free. You know what? Do you want to win the customers of your competitors over to you? Do you want to win existing customer of your competitors to you? Okay, do you know your competitor? Do you know where to find them? That's good. So you go to search and you go and look for a person's connection with your parameters. You click search, everything is out. All his customer that is ever connected to his LinkedIn will be shown here. How's that for data? Right? It's amazing, right? And it's free. We're not talking about Sales Navigator. Of course, it's even better. But this is a place I can search any job title I want, any industry I want, even the same school, even the same keyword. I can look for it in location. You want to do business in Singapore? You can also do the same. So you got to key in this, make sure you got right parameters, different keywords, different job title, and every day generate your own leads and decide how you're going to convert them. That means to say, the less first level connections you have, the smaller your network will be. For that same reason, I encourage you to start adding people every time you meet someone new. It's so precious. Okay, so I hope that we can all connect on LinkedIn. Please find me, okay? Now, has anyone ever done something great that you think you deserve a testimonial, but somehow you didn't get it? So this is a chance. LinkedIn, find people you have served before, you deserve a recommendation, so that he can write you a testimonial. So you look for that person's profile, and you key in, ask for recommendation, and please copy and paste these 4 questions. Because most of the time when you send a request, people take ages to come back to you. Why? They do not know what to write. So to help them, to help you, please use these 4 guiding questions. Number 1, how did you know me? Number 2, what did I do for you? Number 3, how do you feel about my performance? Number 4, what are 3 things about me that you like? You know, when they answer these 4 questions, they're effectively writing you a very, very nice testimonial. We call it recommendation. Jeff, earlier on, has 900 of these in different jobs. Can you imagine? Okay? Remember, you are the brand now. You are the brand. Okay? This is getting advocates to write something for you. Don't worry, this step will be shared to you. Okay. You know what is pity that we often engage bloggers to write blogs for us? Why not? Why not do an in-house training on microblogging and ask all the staff in the same company to produce their own content, subjected to your CorpCom's requirement, of course. But as marketer, I think it's absolutely essential that you create articles that will drive traffic. Because LinkedIn has a very, very high authority ranking. Google considers that anything LinkedIn publish is the gospel truth. And anything you share on Google Plus after that, all right, gets high ranking on Google as well. I don't know how it happened, but it's happening now. So produce an article, and this is a rule. The title is everything, so you got to make sure your SEO is inside. Next, your visual, your one banner over the title is important. Please invest in stock library pictures. Number 2, today, we write reverse. The conclusion is not at the end, the conclusion is at the opening. So if you do the opening and people disagree with you, they will skip the article. So today is a new world of writing. Join the groups. Okay, these are all non-essential, but it's a bonus if you do it. Awards and honor. Have you gotten awards before? You know, this is the only place that you can key in the awards name, who gave it to you, which year you got it, and explain about the awards, because these are all under achievement. If you look at LinkedIn, there are different chunks of sections. This is under achievement. So make sure that whatever awards you want, you have put it here. Have you done CSR project, charity projects? Okay, additional, so you can create projects and you have team members in the same company, tag them. They will say, they will appreciate it because they don't have to do this and they are being tagged. So this same project also appear on their profile. Whenever your name is being Googled, LinkedIn is a place to tell the world about you. Again, I must say, when your personal branding is done well, a lot of companies will want you because you become the ambassador. You become the influencer. You don't need to find so many influencers. You're one of them. Today, the companies are actually encouraging people to enhance their LinkedIn profile to be better ambassadors for their company. Today, in every university, you know what's the final module that every graduate will take before they graduate? It's how to write a good LinkedIn profile. So if you do not do it for yourself, you end up worse off than a fresh graduate when you leave this place unexpectedly. I say unexpectedly. Unexpectedly means you start from zero. You are invisible, all right? And you know, young people, I understand there's always this millennial thing. I'm a Gen X, and I understand. You know what young people hate most about older people like us? Is that when we start to talk to them like this way, you know, when I was your age. Yeah, they don't like to hear this. You know why? They are not interested in history. They're only interested in projection. So if you want to talk about history, you have to project a line to history and tell me future predictive analytics. Then I can sit down and listen to you about history. So this is a place you can talk about history. You can talk about how good you are. You can talk about your aspiration, how much things you want to learn, and this is a place that people appreciate you for who you are and they want to connect with you. You become a magnet for opportunities. Have you ever had chance that you want to work with other marketers? Yes? Have you ever want to have collaboration and work with other marketers? When you size people up, people are sizing you up the same way. So it is not just for people like me who works for myself, it's for everyone. And I hope that everyone will be a brand and be original because everyone else is taken. Thank you very much.